Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom, and here is what's happening. In today's printed edition of the Brazil Times, it should have been an ordinary day for local resident Stephen Snow as he went outside to apparently burn the trash or a brush pile at his home located north of Brazil. But June 7th turned out to be anything but normal, and some believe it was a miracle that Snow survived an accident that caused third and fourth degree burns on 65% of his body. Family and friends say Stephen had been struggling after the recent discovery of a beloved family member who committed suicide. Stephen hadn't been able to talk about C.D.'s death, and he knew there was a problem, but he sought out help to remedy that. That's how Stephen is. If there's a problem, he's going to do whatever it takes to fix it, whether in his own life or others. That's just how he is, said Andrew Marks, who is one of Stephen's many friends and loves him like family. And you can read the rest of Stephen Snow's story in today's edition of the Brazil Times and thebraziltimes.com. Members of Jackson, Posey, Centerpoint, Reelsville, and Corey Township volunteer fire departments spent 3 days training under Occupational Safety and Health Administration National Fire Protection Association guidelines for auto extrication. According to JTVFD Fire Chief and event instructor Tom Champion, this is something you can't learn from a book or video. You have to get out there and do it to understand what it takes to get the job done. And after spending 4 hours in a classroom one night last week, firefighters arrived at the impound lot at Poor Boys Towing and Salvage to spend another 20 hours with the actual equipment. And our reporter Ivy Jacobs has pictures to go along with that story in today's edition. In Clay City, while temporary filtration equipment is being set up, town officials have to deal with water quality issues. Town resident Terry Walden spoke to Clay City Council Wednesday night about water problems at his house. He said one issue is water pressure. There is no pressure whatsoever, he said, adding the last couple of weeks have been the worst. He said he had new pipes installed 6 years ago. What's more, when he cleaned the screens in his faucets, he found they were clogged with black debris, and cleaning the screens did not solve his water pressure issues, though the cleaning helped. City Council President Donella Baumgardner said the town is having a lot of pressure issues, and it will be several months before the water treatment plant is completely renovated. And you can read more from the Clay City Town Council meeting in today's edition. Well, let's see. As Paul Harvey would say, page 2. And on page 2, of course, we have our obituaries, and we have some national news as well, and a preview story of Trump meeting with Vladimir Putin, president of Russia. It's hard. Do you ever have trouble saying that? I do. I grew up with the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics so many years that I always want to say he's the president of USSR, but of course USSR doesn't exist anymore, so that's something we have to deal with, isn't it? Hey, Victoria's here. Good morning to you. And let's see, what does she say here? Back from Texas. I did get to see you while I was gone. Have a great day. Well, thank you, Victoria. That's very kind of you. And I'm glad you were able to watch from Big T while you were there. Let's see here. Have some state news and some agriculture and business news on page 3. State troopers have received a new rescue tool, and it looks like it's pronounced Rescue Me. Yeah, Rescue Me, RESQME tool. Is designed to break car windows and cut seat belts. Well, yeah, that's especially important when a car is submerged. And we have a picture of Senator John Ford, who joined the governor for signing of Entrepreneur Pilot Bill. So, and this is going to create an Entrepreneur and Enterprise District pilot programs in Fort Wayne and Lafayette. Okay, let's see. In sports, Kerry Fox, our sports editor, writes, there are few words that stir more excitement among dirt track racing fans than Indiana Sprint Week. The United States Auto Club, or USAC, has long been a proving ground for some of the top drivers in the country over the years. A long list of accomplished competitors have started their careers under a USAC banner before continuing on to race in the NASCAR or IndyCar ranks. One of the most challenging stretches of competition begins Friday as USAC Sprint Week opens at Gas City. The tour includes 7 stops and concludes Saturday, July 15th at the Tri-State Speedway in Haubstadt, Indiana. And Kerry writes more about Indiana Sprint Week in today's edition. The Pacers are saying that the Paul George deal was best for the team's future. And Chase Elliott blames himself for the latest crash during a break in Indy. Okay, let's see here. Dennis the Menace, they're at the beach. And apparently Dad's been talking to some cuties in bikinis. And Dennis tells Mom, you ready for this? Yeah, it's not going where you think it is. Dennis tells Mom, they asked Dad if he was my grandpa. I love it. That's great. Okay, and then in the family circus, Billy. Billy hasn't been in the family circus for a while. Billy's talking to another kid with apparently a broken arm. And Billy says, ever since the day you broke your arm falling off your skateboard, I haven't been able to find mine. Well, I just bet you anything Mom hit it. What do you think? I bet she did. And let's see what we have here. On the back page, we've got more pictures, including pictures from that story we told you about yesterday about the Terre Haute man, Dale Hendricks of Terre Haute, winning the $10,000 grand prize. And he was very pleased with that, as anyone would be. But you have to have a ticket. Can't win without a ticket. Sorry, I've been saying that so much last week, it just came out. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have? We'll go to our website and check out what's there before we sign off this morning. Barn owners will have a chance to learn from nationally renowned timber framer Rudy Christian, who will present Repairing Historic Barn Frames at Indiana Barn Foundation's 4th annual meeting on Saturday, July 22nd at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. And let's see. Oh, here we go. The Indiana Principal Leadership Institute at Indiana State University's By College of Education has selected 60 principals, including Forest Park Elementary School's Dustin Jorgensen, to take part in the 5th cohort that begins later this month. Cohort number 5 will be led by 11 trained mentors who are experienced Indiana school leaders. They will play a key role in guiding smaller regional focus cohorts in their areas of the state. So anyway, congratulations, Dustin Jorgensen. We're proud of you. He does a fantastic job. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Dustin Jorgensen's school over there at Forest Park does a wonderful job, and we're very pleased for him and being selected to do that. So anyway, let's see. Who do we have here? Teresa Taft is with us. Good morning. And she's talking across to Vicki, who we just talked to and said, hey, Vicki. This is what I like about doing this live, because you guys can kind of respond to the stories that we're writing about and also respond to one another. And I hope you'll do more of that. I hope you'll do more of that. You can always watch it later in the day, but if you're here live, then you can have an active part in what's going on. Did you know that Dustin Jorgensen has been selected to go to Indiana State for a cohort? He's one of the principals in Indiana, chosen to do that.
Really?
That's cool.
That's great.
Christina just came in, and I wanted to share that with her because she knows Mr. Jorgensen, and I know that. Well, she just said that's great, so that's a good thing. All right, that's about all I have today. I hope you have a great day, and We'll talk to you later.